The Fletcher Jones Foundation has been a longtime partner with Westmont. We have been the grateful recipients of their generosity on numerous occasions. Gifts from the foundation date back to 1981, including grants toward a student loan fund, biology and chemistry equipment, computer graphics for the physics department, a science equipment endowment fund, and computer technology upgrades, and $500,000 as a lead grant in 2002 for science equipment for Winter Hall, and a $500,000 lead grant toward endowing the Gady Institute for the Liberal Arts. Two of their recent gifts have served to leverage other foundations to secure significant additional funding towards science equipment and toward endowing the Gady Institute. Their most recent gift of $1 million provides the largest portion of the chair which we are celebrating today, which bears their name, and the balance of that has been funded by an anonymous gift. The gift of an endowed chair to the college directly benefits the mission of our institution. This particular chair will bring prominence to the excellent work of outstanding faculty in the Social Sciences Division, which consists of history, economics and business, education and liberal studies, kinesiology, political science, sociology and anthropology, and the urban program in San Francisco. The first recipient of this chair, Dr. Richard Pointer, certainly represents the best of our faculty within the Social Sciences Division and across the entire college. The prestige conferred upon a faculty member through an endowed chair can assist in the retention of premier faculty. The presence of a chair raises the bar of excellence for all faculty. Finally, it is often the case, that a student's career can turn on the influence of a particular professor and the significant impact that that professor has had on the intellectual direction and development of that student. Chairs such as this help continue to cultivate that excellence among our faculty toward the fulfillment of the mission for this college, which is the education of our very fine students. Fletcher Rosbury Jones has been quoted as saying, "Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire." Thanks be to God for his rich provision to us through the foundation in the fulfillment of our mission, which is accomplished in part through the generous beneficence of foundations like the Fletcher Jones Foundation. We are deeply grateful for their partnership that reaches to the very core of who we are and the excellent educational program we seek to provide for our students. Thank you.
It's an unspeakably great privilege to introduce and present Dr. Richard Pointer as the candidate for the Fletcher Jones Foundation Chair in the Social Sciences. As the elder brother of this duo, our lives have been linked in ways that far transcend the biological given of familial ties. From our common birthplace in Brooklyn, New York, Rick, auspiciously enough, born in the autumn of the only championship season that the Brooklyn Dodgers would ever know. From there to family homes in suburban Long Island and Chicago, we were both nurtured in a loving Christian family. Independently, but concurrently, we discovered that our passions for history and sports converged in identical ways. And summer construction jobs only reinforced our conviction that our ultimate calling would lie in pounding books, not nails. Finishing our doctorates in history in the same year, finding intellectual stimulation in similar research areas of religious history, gravitating to Christian higher education, and enjoying times of teaching together in the same history department, our personal, professional, and family lives have intersected and bonded at every point of our careers. Together, we have shared the wonders of the millennial celebration of Christianity in the then still communist-controlled old Soviet Union, the joys of a stimulating summer research seminar at Calvin College, the rewards of annual history conferences, and yes, the agony and ecstasy of countless Duke basketball and Met baseball games. we have both come to cherish the privilege of leading students on European excursions. And during one such Europe semester for Rick and Barb, my family even enjoyed the opportunity to experience the Westmont community and Pointer family home at 840 Westmont Road. Thus, in a very personal way, we share with them and all of the victims of the November 13 fire in their loss. Throughout this journey, I know that Rick has been characterized by the desire for his faith ever to seek greater understanding through his historical study. With great pride and affection, then, I am delighted to present my brother, friend, and fellow historian, Dr. Richard Pointer, for this great honor.
Good morning. I bring you warm greetings, friends and colleagues at Westmont College, from your many friends at your sister institution, Calvin College. You've been much in our thoughts and prayers these past few months, and it's good to see you face to face and to know that you're doing all right. What a delight to take part in this remarkable occasion, the beginning of a new endowed chair for the college, and the installation of one of the nation's finest Christian historians in it. I've known Rick Pointer for more than 30 years, ever since he joined us in Timothy Smith's graduate seminar in American Religious History at the Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. Not only do we both wear the Hopkins gold, but I fear we both bear the marks of Tim Smith's tutelage. Timothy Smith was a pioneering Christian historian in a very secular environment, and not only did he write brilliantly original history, he helped to guide and promote a generation of scholars who have revived and reinvented American religious history. I look at Rick's work, and I see this influence. Rick's first book, Protestant Pluralism and the New York Experience, revealed in depth some things that Tim had suggested, intuited maybe, about early American Christianity. And it was this, that the true character of American religion was not forged in Puritan New England, nor in the Anglican South, but in the middle colonies, that turbulent, muddled, greatly diverse social cauldron that seems to defy historians to impose any grand themes on it. But this region, Tim said, and Rick showed, was not only where American democracy was forged, it was the home of the American system of religious toleration, featuring interdenominational respect, vital piety, and voluntary action. Rick's latest book, Encounters of the Spirit, Native Americans and European Colonial Religion, does a surprising turn on how historians usually interpret a critical American theme, that is, the settlers' encounter with Native Americans. The story has been steeped in victimhood, and it well should be, but Rick shows that the Indians' influence and agency, too, in the most unlikely of realms, in religion. Studies of Christian missions have usually been all about the ways in which the missionized folk accepted or rejected the message they received. But Rick does a delightful turnabout on the topic. He shows how the Indians influenced the settlers' faith, how the Europeans' Christianity was subtly changed. That's a masterful stroke and a piece of scholarly work well worth emulating. So, my friends, you have chosen well in naming Rick Pointer as the first recipient of this chair. He has done fresh, original, exemplary work in American religious history, and he's done it with gentle grace, with patient and thorough scholarship, and with an eye to the surprising nature of God's work in the world.